Hi, and welcome to Infosec and Watches. So today we'll be talking about how AI is this new wave of fear for some of us in cybersecurity. I think many of us have this feeling that one day AI will be able to replace all of us. But I think to share my own personal experience, I kind of disagree at this point in time that AI is able to replace any person in the cybersecurity. I think I'll be addressing a few things. And is we need to first understand what AI truly is. Next is I think I'll be listing out some of the fears that we seem to be having at this point in time. And I'll be sharing my thoughts on why I feel that literally AI isn't what it's cracked up to be, and we don't have to fear it. And lastly, I think I have to address how actually AI. So, first thing first is that I have to address what is AI. AI is this conscious being that is able to think and dissect the whole field and terminate. It has this ability to become conscious and think and be able to do things that we ourselves sometimes struggle to do. Actually, the whole concept of AI as of now, even we're talking about Copilot and we're talking about ChatGPT, essentially it's just a giant mega steroid word predictor, word generator, right? It analyzes one word that you give, the prompts, and then after that, when it's outputting, it just it's the next best word it feels based on its training data. I think Linus Tech Tips gave out this fantastic overview of what AI is and the lie that we've been sold to at this point in time. I've linked his video in this description. So the video is called AI is a Lie. And essentially he speaks about how AI that we are currently working with is just a giant text predictor. And it doesn't really do any thinking outside of what it's been trained to do, the data and models that it's been trained to do. And I think moving into the fears of what we have right now is that we are afraid that it will be able to replace us. And when we're talking about replacing, we're talking about being able to adapt to all situations, being able to automate tasks and to be able to make decisions, to interpret details and give meaning to these details. But I think one thing that we need to understand is because of the way it is coded, right? The truth is it's unable to adapt to situations. So personally for myself, I've been working with ChatGPT and Copilot, and I work in cybersecurity, and at times I try to utilize it to see whether it can do things that I require it to do. And you realize that actually most of the time it's unable to process what it's seeing. It's just giving its best case scenario, what it predicts the next word, and sometimes it hallucinates and gives you the wrong answers. And as you know, being in cybersecurity, mistakes like that is costly. Mistakes like this doesn't make sense for us. The next thing is that most of these models are unable to extend beyond its own training. So unlike us humans who are able to think, to be able to be inspired, to be able to broaden our to think out of the box, to broaden our horizons, AI, though it seems like it's able to do it, actually it's just working within its parameters of the model that is built. So essentially it cannot do anything more than what it's been trained to. The most it can do is to combine different elements of what it's been trained to, and that's about it. But the world of cybersecurity, the world of hackers, is ever evolving and always a new thing coming. And at this point of time, the model isn't able to incorporate in real time, even with the whole internet connection. It is unable to understand. They're able to see the subtleties of it. Next thing is, from my own personal experience working with this AI, the AI is only as good as it's the person that uses it. So if you notice with all this AI, there's always this prompt that is, you realize that those PTs which are subsection pre-programmed machine to do specific tasks, the output that they give is very general. The length of time is quite nonsensical, the way it shares its information. So The other thing that I've noticed in my own personal experience is the more specific things you ask, the harder it is able to up proper answers. And especially field where things are very technical, things attack patterns are always changing, and the attack vectors always changing. These AI are unable to see out of the box, unable to be able to interpret these informations. So these limitations that it has really stop short of it being able to replace a person who's able to both adapt, understand, give meaning to a situation, to be able to process the information and to think outside the box, think more than its own training. But the one good thing that I do see for AI is its ability to automate and to process a large amount of data to give us a good summary heading of where we should be looking into. After that, a human has to think about there is no way that an AI is able to capture the subtleties needed to handle a Korean subject. I think one of the bigger examples for myself is that in most of the time when it's processing security, it only is able to say, hey, you have something going on, you should look into it. But you realize that that's as far as it's able to go. It can't tell you exactly what went wrong. It can only show you, hey, this looks suspicious, and that's where human comes in, right? To make that final decision that the AIs are able to. And quite honestly, need that person, the human conscious, to make that fine line needed. The next thing is that we probably want to look out about the next new cybersecurity tool with AI along the horizon. I think during research, one thing that I'm really interested in looking into is Microsoft Copilot security. So if you're in cybersecurity, and this is something that you should really look out to because of the way it works. I think the model that is trained by it's Microsoft Defender, the information that it gets, the information that is outputted from Copilot security could be something that is of use. So keep a lookout for that in the future. But for anyone who's thinking about going into cybersecurity and is worried about AI having to replace you, I think there's something that you don't need to worry about. It's a tool to help you, but no matter what, you are needed. The knowledge, experience is needed. Your decision making, your ability to adapt is needed. That is something AI cannot replace. So I hope that it gives you a bit of comfort, and always encourage you to join and take a chance to come into cybersecurity. Until next time, I hope you like and subscribe. See you. Bye.